Hello and welcome to another edition of The Drive with Eric. Today we're back in rugby. We'll be talking to the new or the returning Kenya Sevens head coach Innocent Namcos Simiyu. He'll be telling us where he has been to and what he's going to do in the next couple of seasons. Welcome and enjoy. Okay, so Namcos, where have you been for like the last 2 seasons, some of the last 2 years?
I've been around. Coaching is a long-term sport, deal, so to say, because after the Kenya Sevens, I took a small break just to review my material and what happened in terms of our game and how I performed as a coach. After the review, then I worked on my material in regards to 15s because I was transitioning to 15s. Then I started coaching the Impala Swarras as an assistant coach. The head coach was Fred Aloz. We managed to play very well, actually. We were second in the Nairobi region, nationwide. And we lost in the quarters.
So now you're back to Kenya Sevens.
Yes.
Again, what are your plans now? What should we expect from you now? We were so close, but the last time I was looking at your record. I remember Hong Kong Sevens final and Vancouver Sevens final. So what are your plans now for the next couple of seasons? Let's like 2.
For now, again, it's just to try and get the train back on track. We had something very good in terms of our plan going into this Olympics, which started in 2016.
You don't start the plan.
Yes, it was foundation year was the first year. Then we had execution year 1, 2, and 3. And luckily we stopped at 2. So right now it's just to try what can we salvage first in terms of changing the environment, having a high performance environment, so that at least we can expect some good performances and hopefully some good results in the Olympics. But the key focus again now starts again for the next cycle, which will start again after Olympics, leading to the other Olympics.
But now you are so close last time to winning the cup, but now to prepare for the Olympics, I've seen that Sydney Sevens is not there, Hamilton Sevens is not there, there's no Cape Town, there's not Bay Sevens. So you only have 4 legs now. How hard is that for you as a coach?
It is hard. Even if the legs were there, it would have been hard. Because
in terms of preparing for the Olympics.
Yes, because if you look at the season, right now we are how many months? We are like 10 months away to the Olympics. So it's quite a short turnaround. And we also have the fact that players have not been doing anything for 4 to 6 months. So it's a very weird situation to be in, or precarious situation to be in, because we have to get the bodies of the players back to a playing state. The players must then again start hitting our targets in terms of physical conditioning, the health, in terms of skills, and even execution in terms of game. So we at a very precarious place as a team. So once we focus on getting the train back on track, then now we focus on them now starting to hit the targets. That will be our key focus.
Whatever happened in France, I think 2 years ago now. Could you talk about that? Like, why did you take responsibility? Because that was like one of the key things that we wanted to hear when you were coming back to be the coach.
What I was explaining is that Paris was a very unfortunate, can you say, event or scar to the nation. In that there was a dispute between the employee, sponsor. There are a lot of communication issues around it. So the reason why I took responsibility is, as head of the program, I cannot run away from the actions of my juniors, and I think it's hard. It was not an easy call, but I had to take responsibility because I was on watch when those things happen. But it doesn't mean I am accountable. It is not me who went and put the tape on the players' tops. So it was a sad situation. But I believe as a fraternity we have learned a lot. And even regards the people from the ministry, we've learned a lot on what can happen when the key stakeholders of the game don't communicate and don't address the issues that are there underlying in the game.
Oh, wow. Now, there are some players who introduced the game like before you went out and then they were not in when you went out? Let's say like when Paul came in, Ama the other coach came in now. How are you going now to get back some of these players, Ama, the young players? Because what I like about you is that we had so many young players who are in the system who we are looking forward to like having them in like 4-5 years now. I don't know how you're going to take up that program again.
Yeah, so for me, it's a process. It's a process of selection. We have a selection criteria. I think that's the first thing to do. Just bring back the selection criteria. Everyone has a chance to play for the national team. If you're a Kenyan and you're eligible to play, you meet the eligibility criteria. Then you meet our standards. Then we will give you a shot. So
you had Webster as your assistant.
Yeah, Will Webster.
Who is your assistant now? Have you named?
It's not a named official, but there is no changes basically in terms of management from when I was coaching and now going forward. Maybe just small tweaks in terms of some people taking a higher position or a different role. But we're looking at this more or less the same team. So we are finalizing the management contracts and everything. Then we come to the player contracts, we come to the environment in regards to the high performance environment from the gym equipment, how we're going to operate in terms of the selection criteria, in terms of the policies and the processes that have to be in place. So we are pretty much at a planning phase right now. We have 2 weeks to complete all this so that the program can start by 1st of October.
I saw the minister say that contact sport can't resume, but national teams who are preparing for the Olympics can go on the program. I don't know how is that going to work?
In regards for us starting, we're not looking at starting in terms of contact. We are doing a phased approach. The first part is just to get an assessment, a stock take of all the players that are within our radar in terms of who can play at the Olympics, where are they and what are they doing and what is their state. Then after that, once we have a go ahead and we meet the guidelines that have been given by the ministry, we will start with the gym and hopefully later bring in some skills sessions as we keep on meeting those guidelines. But we also have the NOC where they are working on Olympic camps where there will be a bubble, where now all the players come in, they are tested and we train. So we'll use those opportunities perhaps to do contact, because everyone who will be in that bubble would have been tested and we are all locked in there for like 2 weeks.
The media because of
I don't want to speak on behalf of NOC, but I think there is a plan in regards to how they will interact with the media. So, I'm foreseeing perhaps maybe there will be a media session at the beginning and maybe towards the end, because you don't also want to compromise the bubble.
So Namcos, let me ask you, this is a question that I ask players, but now you're a coach. Like Mbaka and Amonde, when you've gone with Kenya Sevens as a coach, which is the best weather you've ever been to? Like enjoy, like apart from even the game, like how the city was, traveling, interacting with people.
I don't know if I can say one the best, but you see, for a coach, you really enjoy, because you're always working overnight, game day, waking up early, thinking about. But the few times you get to walk around, I think Vancouver is special.
Vancouver, even Mbaka told me that. What did you guys do there?
But mine is because of the scenery and the people in Vancouver. I think the people are very good. The sceneries, the atmosphere, the culture there is very good. But I also liked Cape Town. Cape Town is also very good.
And the World Cup.
Yes, and if you look at the Cape Town, especially the crowd atmosphere in the event is super. So but all the other tournaments also have their own unique way of uniqueness. So that's how it goes.
So do you miss playing? You're still young, but now when you retire, I remember interviewing like 3 years ago.
I still miss playing, as in you always miss playing, but I am not eager to play again. I mean, I have never retired. Even last year I played, but I'm just there.
You've never written your stories of Namcos was retired.
Yes, so I'll never retire. I'm like a rest.
So Namcos, asante.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot for your time. Yeah, I've known that you've not retired yet.
Yeah.
So I'll talk to Impala. I'm a homeboys, they can sign you.
I'm still up for signing. I can play Kenya 15.
The future rest.
Thanks, bro.
Asante.
Thanks.
Okay. So that has been Sevens coach Innocent Namcos Simiyu on the Drive with Eric. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.